we're mashing and smashing the Ghoul from the new Fallout TV show and some style swaps that I really enjoyed. Come check it out. First up, we've got The Simpsons, because, you know, The Simpsons is the classic era of cartoon television, and I really like drawing in that style. So we got to get the two eyes going nice side by side. It's a little weird because, like, The Simpsons have very distinct noses, and the Ghoul doesn't have a nose, right? He just has the nose cavity, and so we have to try to fix that, contextualize it with The Simpsons, and I think what I ended up with worked out pretty well. The Simpsons have done zombies before, so it's not like I'm working from absolutely nothing here, but it's not entirely the same as their zombies, because ghouls are a little bit different, right? By the way, my name is Patrick. I'm an artist. I love to draw fun pictures here on the internet. I like to challenge myself and do all sorts of fun things. For instance, style swaps. If you like that kind of thing, if you want to be a part of a community that is art positive and just here to have fun, please consider subscribing, drop a comment, say hello. We're nice people. We don't often bite, but unless we're ghouls, maybe we will. That's a sad joke. All right, anyways, let's get back to the art. You can see me getting the line art in here. It's going nicely. I really like the way this guy turns out. I used the hat design from the Oil Baron character on The Simpsons as a help to get this sort of look. And you can see me just getting sort of rounder versions of weapons and his actual outfit. And I really do like the way this guy turns out. It's very fun. Great way to start our style swaps today. You'll see me dropping colors. Of course, Simpsons are yellow, but ghouls are sort of off-colored from their base skin tones. So we decided to go with a little bit of a darkened yellow for this. And then really I grabbed the colors from the OG, brightened them up a little bit, and we had some Simpsons colors. I really like the way this one turned out. Let's go check out the final reveal. Up next, we have Peppa Pig style. Now, this is an odd one, obviously. Peppa Pig and a post-apocalyptic wasteland doesn't really go together, but there's something about that nose, you know? Peppa Pig characters really have an emphasis on their nose, and I thought it'd be really funny to get the nose cavity on a Peppa Pig-like character, and the result is one of my favorites that we do this entire video. I really do enjoy the simplicity of the Peppa Pig style. One of the guys from my stream suggested that we should call this Preppa Pig, as in like a prepper pig. It's actually very funny. Peppa Pig is one of those shows that I've watched a fair amount of, but only in like intense spurts. When my niece is coming to visit or something like that, we'll watch some Peppa Pig back in the day. And it's a weird show. Absolutely strange. But it works well for this style for whatever reason, and it really evokes a fun ghoul. Are you enjoying the Fallout TV show? I managed to watch the whole first season already. I really got into it. Super fun, delightful. I love the choices they made about the style. I love the story they're trying to tell, and I look forward to seeing where it goes in future seasons. No spoilers, of course, in this video, but I really liked it. If you haven't had a chance to watch it, you probably should, because it's pretty great. The Ghoul, Walton Goggins himself, absolutely fantastic. I've always enjoyed him in a bunch of the stuff that he's done, and this is just the apex, where he gets to be both sarcastic, horrible, awful person, and have a heart of gold and be an interesting character with a lot of quality acting. So we'll check it out. Heart of gold, maybe not. I don't know. You'll see. I think that's going to be it for our Peppa Pig. Let's check out the final reveal. After Peppa Pig, we decided to move on to Adventure Time. Adventure Time! Come grab your friends. I do that every time we reference Adventure Time in this show. But hey, it's what we do. I decided to use Lemon Grab as a bit of a reference for this one. So you can see me putting some Lemon Grab-like shapes in now. I really felt like that would convey a lot of the right things about this character. But I did use Death's Hat. I think it's Death is the character's name. I'm not great at remembering names and things. So, you know, forgive me if I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong. But yeah, the Ghoul is a fun character to draw in this style because you get to really play on some of the ideas of being like lanky and emaciated, but in a different way that isn't entirely like based on being disgusting, right? Like The original Ghoul is meant to be this horrific, destroyed being, Ghoul, if you will. And now with the Adventure Time style, it gets to be that, but it also gets to have its own charm and vibe. And I really like that for this character. What is your favorite Fallout video game? I got into Fallout in Fallout 3, and I really enjoy Fallout 3. There's something about the Americana of being in Washington, D.C., dealing with sort of the ideals of nationalism and militaristic things. Obviously, a lot of Fallout is a commentary on military and war, and a bunch of diverse perspectives. And so it's really interesting to have that location and to tie it to American history and this alternative history that Fallout is. And so that was my favorite. I really enjoyed Fallout 4 as well, but I enjoyed it probably for different reasons. Just as a game, it was functionally just a really interesting, fun world to be in. And I always love a good vault. You can see we're getting the colors in here. You know, I want them to be a little brighter than the colors of our original, but I am using the original to get us our base colors. And then I just go into the settings and tone up the hue and saturation just to get a little bit more cartoony, a little bit more of that Adventure Time vibe. And in the end, I'm really happy with what we come up with. Let's check out the final reveal. Next, we have Dan Hipp style. Now, if you don't know who Dan Hipp is, you are missing out on some cool art. He was the art director behind, I think he's the art director. Anyways, the primary artist behind Teen Titans Go. A really fantastic style there. He also designs a number of Marvel Snap cards. There's a Dan Hipp style, basically, for cards, and they are just absolutely fantastic. This is my fleeting effort to pay homage to their excellent work. Primarily, my experience of it is through Marvel Snap, and so I use that as a basis. I've had to think through these character designs. What often happens in the Dan Hipp styles is he really plays with their proportions, their shape, in order to give them a really dynamic style and vibe. And yeah, I don't think I do it justice. I think it evokes the style, but honestly, the master's the master, you know? He's just the best. Yeah, go check him out on Instagram. He's pretty great. We get into line art here. One of the things I love about that Dan Hipp art style is the thick lines. I like thick lines. Obviously, their work has inspired a lot of my own work, and so it's really fun to get to pay homage here with some thick lines and some good times. It really is a delight to evoke that style. Speaking of styles, are there style swaps or characters you'd love to see style swap? Please let me know down in the comments below. Your feedback is always helpful. It helps me to know what's working, what isn't working, what's boring, what's fun. And really, I'm just here to have fun with art. It's what matters most to me. And I hope that this video brings you a bit of joy to your day-to-day life, which can be a little bit post-apocalyptic, if I am honest. With the line art done, it's time to turn to color. Somewhere in here, I realize that my on-screen color is not getting captured properly, and so I go to adjust the colors manually live during stream, and you'll see it just get bright all of a sudden. And that's actually more indicative of the colors that I'm using for these projects, and I'm actually quite happy that I was able to do that, even though it's a bit jarring to do in the middle of a video. I really like the way it looks, and it really does get closer to what I see. Of course, color correction is an incredibly difficult thing to do. Every monitor processes it a little bit different, but this helped me get closer to what I needed. As we wrap up here, I wanted to evoke a little bit of the style that Dan Hipp does when it comes to adding shadow and dynamics through some color. Particularly using sort of like squiggly lines, although squiggly lines is probably not the right word for it. It's a little bit too simple. But my version is squiggly lines just to evoke the kind of style that he works on. And I really like trying to do this. I need to study it more in order to do it more effectively. Again, the master is the master and he knows what he's doing. But it was cool to try to start thinking about what those lines look like, how they work, how they function, how they give form and dynamics. And again, it's just an homage to someone who's far better than I am, so go check out their work. Again, Dan Hipp, fantastic. As we wrap up, I think we're just going to get some darkness here around the eyes and probably thicken up the lines around the eyes. I really did like drawing this. It was a lot of fun. And again, I really like that Dan Hipp style, so I won't stop talking about it until this section is done. But for now, I think we are basically done. Maybe? So let's check out that final reveal. Last but not least, we're doing Winnie the Pooh. Now, I didn't want to go down the Disney route. I wanted to go back to the OG Winnie the Pooh sketches from like in the books that originally came out 100 million years ago or whatever that was. So this is going to be dramatically different than our normal style. It's only going to be inked and hashing to get the style to work the way it should work. You see me struggling here with the sketch. Look, sketching is all about taking the time to try, right? You can do it wrong a million times while you're sketching, and it doesn't matter because nobody will really ultimately see the thing that went wrong. You just get better and better at refining your image. And so, yeah, I'm doing a Christopher Robin Ghoul here, just happy out in the wasteland, deep in the 100-acre wasteland, where the ghoul plays. You'll find the radiated neighborhood of the ghoul's days. Sorry. I also thought that this would be a great time to include a companion because, of course, Winnie the Pooh is a big part of that world. And I wanted to get Dogmeat in there. I realized soon thereafter that Dogmeat should have ears closer to a German Shepherd, I think. Like the pointy upward ears. So we got to fix that eventually. And yeah, you can see me getting in here with the line art, really trying to stay fast and loose, trying to evoke more of a natural pen than, say, the perfect lines I try to draw with my digital pen. Inking is this challenging thing when it comes to digital, that like proper inking is very different than digital inking, and then trying to evoke that proper inking while digitally inking is a thing that I'm working on. And I always try to say that, you know, art is about growth, it's about experience and fun and interesting things, and this is just a great example of, you know, that kind of growth that I want to do as an artist, and I want to encourage other people to do, that like trying is okay even if it doesn't turn out perfect, because the journey of trying gives you a lot. Pleasure, joy, excitement, even disaster. These are all wonderful things that I think bring a lot to, you know, the practice of doing art. And so let me encourage you, if you're out there trying to thinking of doing new things, go for it. The worst you can do is get it wrong. Who cares? For now, I think we're just about at the end here, getting in a few more of those detailed lines, getting in the contours and the shapes, just to really give this character some more energy and form. And yeah, let's check out the final reveal. And that's going to be it for our Ghoul style swaps today. I had a lot of fun with this one. Again, I'm really enjoying the Fallout TV show. Let me know if you have some ideas for future swaps, characters you want to swap, styles you want to see. I'll do my best to get them incorporated in videos in the future. Make sure if you enjoyed this video, you share it with somebody, or you like it, or you subscribe, or do whatever you do on the YouTubes to make the YouTubes know that the YouTubes is good. I don't know. Either way, what matters to me most is I hope that you had a great time today. I hope this was positive, encouraging to you. And whatever you're up to today, make sure you love yourself, take care of yourself, treat yourself. You're worthy of love, respect, good things. And of course, till next time, keep being awesome. Bye.